Good afternoon, everybody. I've been throwing grass over the fence from the flower bed. The chick's been eating it. The duck. There's the other one right there. Anyway, I'm going to show y'all my garden. Y'all look at this, how beautiful green. And these are the cabbage seeds. Remember, I was waiting for these to seed. I don't know if I can get that open. They got to dry, but y'all can see that there's seeds in there. I'm going to wait a few more days and let those dry out like I do the mustard greens. And look at all those seeds. Look at all those seeds. There probably wouldn't be that many seeds in a package if I bought a package. And look at that. I got enough seeds to do me for years. And this is my cilantro. This is my radishes going to seed. I'm waiting to get the seeds. See? Can you see those? Can you see those aphids on there? See those aphids? Those little bugs? Look at that. You see that? Now those have just come on there the last few days. But this is going to be my seeds. If the aphids don't kill it, I'll have to get some oil and soap and water and spray that. Those are my beets, gold beets. These are carrots. That's a lettuce mix. Y'all, the gnats are in my face. This is cauliflower, I believe. This is another, I believe this is corn lettuce. And then this is another lettuce. Then that is my purple top turnips. My turnip greens and purple top turnips. This is my broccoli. That's where I pinched one broccoli out, and look, when you start breaking it off, look how many it makes. Look at that. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's one in that one, and when I break that one off, it'll spread out like this one. So that one will be ready in a couple of days, and then I'll get more. And these babies, those are all broccoli. So I have plenty of salad fixings. Let me see if I can remember what this is. This is where I had my cabbage and the chicken eat my cabbage up. My tag that I had over here. Oh, this is more bok choy. I don't know if this is beets or what. I did label this over here, but y'all, it rained and the rain just tore everything up. But this is bok choy. And man, when it's little, oh, it is so good. Sauteed in butter with garlic. Okay, this is my mustard greens. Y'all, look how big. These things are massive. And I pick these every few days. I've been picking mustard greens. Ladybug. That's good. I'm going to put the ladybug over here where the aphids are, because they'll get the aphids. Let's transfer her. There you go. Because she'll eat the aphids. So, I was going to pick some of these and give the chickens a treat. Yeah, these are so big. And if I'm not picking them and eating them, I pick a handful or two every day. And I just throw it over to the chickens and let them eat it up. They love this green stuff. Okay. So that's my mustard that I've had planted all winter through the severe cold, the freezing, 8-degree weather, etc. And it's survived. This little bed right here is the babies, the seeds that I planted not long ago, because this is getting so big, it'll start dying back, and we'll need a new new bed to gather from. And that's what I like, is being able to come out. And there's some of my onions, my regrow, my little root system that I take off the bottom of my onion, and I stick them out different places. And y'all, I think that's a squash. And this is my blueberry plant that I planted last year. And look at the blueberry blooms. We're gonna have one little bunch of blueberries. But the nice thing about this year is this plant will be big enough that I can take several cuttings off of it. And actually right now, this new piece and this new piece, see there's no fruit on that. I could cut those off and set them out right now. And I might do that in a few days, because any of this new growth can be taken off here and made new blueberry plants. And see, the fruit comes on the old stem, and this is the soft stem. So if y'all didn't know that, that's how you get a blueberry cutting and grow a blueberry. Now I bought two, one died and this one lived. So I'm gonna try to get cuttings off of this one. I'm not gonna say I won't go buy no more. I'm not planning on it. I've been trying to not spend my money on that kind of stuff and just use what I have. And I have stuff planted in these, okra, I think, but that's not coming up yet. But I got a pretty good stand of mustard. That'll grow on up big like that over there. So by the time that mustard dies back, we'll have mustard over here. Then I can pull that up, fertilize the soil, and replant some more, and I'll have continuous greens. Now this is my potatoes. Y'all know all those eyes I cut from all the potatoes, the old potatoes that we got from the food pantry. You know, nobody wants them because they're sprouting. Well, I take them, cut the eyes off. Remember, I got video on it. You cut them off, you let them callus over a few days. You don't just cut the potato and put the raw potato in the ground. You cut them and you let that skin callus over so it doesn't get disease or bacteria. So now over here, I just planted some more potato, and I planted some sweet potato recently over here. And see where it sprouts, where you put the little piece in there and it sprouts, and then our potatoes will grow down there. And this is some more of the onion. And see, I can go in, I showed y'all last year, and I can cut that into pieces and divide it up and replant it and have more onion. Okay. We can go down to the tomatoes. I want to get some more raised beds, but one step at a time, since we've been doing the, this is a squash, I think. That could possibly be a cucumber. I don't remember. I want to think it's a squash. And then these are all broccoli also. And look at that asparagus. Oh my gosh, look at that. That big long asparagus. Y'all, look how long it is, almost as long as my leg. And I was just out here, don't know if it, yeah, the evening before, I guess. But there's our little tomatoes. I just put the seeds out here and they come up. And then I had some asparagus in here on this, like one row here, And look, I planted asparagus seeds back a month or so ago. And look at all these little asparagus. These are all asparagus that's come up. And everybody will tell you it will not make asparagus the first year you plant it. And y'all, mine makes it. Look, that's so tender. It popped in too. I'll have to eat that for supper. But I have asparagus in this too, but it hasn't come up. But it did come up over there, so I'll have that whole pot full. And look at that mustard seed that washed down over there and just come up randomly. And then all my flowers down the creek, I'll have to do another video on the flowers. But we got asparagus in this pot. There's my pile that's got to get burnt. Billy will be home next Wednesday. And I'm hoping he's going to come and get some of this stuff finished up that Seth couldn't do. There's our little tomatoes popping out. Tomatoes in these pots. There's none coming up in these yet, but it will. It will. And y'all look at this fig. Y'all know I made a video, I don't know, what, a week, 2 weeks ago on this fig. Look at there how big, how much new growth since the leaves have put out. I'll probably be taking cuttings off of this fall or next spring. And I put one in a pot just to see how it does, and y'all see it's doing much better than the one in the ground. Isn't that something? So I fertilized this one and put good stuff around it, but it likes it much better in that container. So I don't know. And this is my bush I got last year that I thought was elderberry. And I found it up the road, growing wild. And I broke pieces, little bitty pieces, and y'all look how big that is. And I still don't know if it's elderberry, but I'm not going to get rid of it till somebody can tell me. My neighbor's mom can tell me if I can ever catch her over here. But it looked like wild elderberry, and I watched it all summer and it bloomed, and I still think the berries was elderberry. But that one bush that looks like elderberry, that's not elderberry, always confuses me. So it may be that, but there's one of my little cedar trees that I dug up from the road and moved down here a few weeks ago. I told y'all about that. And I haven't been able to get back here and do any more work, y'all. It's just, well, y'all know, y'all see my videos every day, it's something. But I still want to get the rest of that cleaned up and that brush pile back over in there. That's still on the agenda until it gets so hot I can't stand it out here, and then I'll have to wait till the fall. But if it don't get done this summer, it'll be a nice fall project. I have plenty to do anyway, but I do want to get that cleaned up because that will be the perfect place. And an area bigger than where I have my container gardens over here. That whole area will be, oh y'all, I'm looking at that. This will be 3 or 4 times bigger than that area. So I can put either a garden in the ground, or I can make some really nice containers back here and grow stuff. But I did want to plant some fruit trees. I want some plums and some peaches. She's following me down the fence. Look at her. You think I got treats? I have asparagus. You want asparagus? Will you eat asparagus? You want it? I'll give it to you. You want it? She said, well, I don't know if I like asparagus or not. Okay. Well, I offered it. Not no mealworms. And Mama don't have no mealworms. I have 23 eggs. 23 eggs in the incubator. 10 or 11. I think 10. I believe she bought me 11 and one had a crack. Oh, and that's my regrow lettuce from my romaine lettuce where I put the roots out. And that's my regrow celery that's growing. But I'll be glad when this radishes seed and that bok choy seeds, I'm gonna have to give it a few more days. I'm ready to get this out of there, and then I'll have 2 more places to plant some more of those seeds I got from an anonymous viewer. Yeah, those need to get dry. There are little seeds in there, but I don't even know if them green like that, if that would even grow. A lot of the flower seeds out here in the yard, if you don't let the seed dry on the plant, you pull it off green and try to dry it. Now, not all of them, but a lot of them. It won't grow unless you let it dry on that bush. And I don't know about that bok choy, so I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to let it dry on that bush. But y'all know you're loved. Jesus loves you more. Don't forget to say your prayers. And I'll do another video and show y'all the flowers coming up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up.